Today's August 6, 2018, and welcome to the Music Business Blitz, Zillow for songwriters.
For all you busy songwriters and artists out there, I got some new and free tech for you. So, do you recall a few episodes ago when we talked about the Royalty Exchange? They are a company that is taking a stock market approach to help you sell a percentage of your royalties from your musical catalog. So, why would you want to do this? Well, it'll help you finance your next tour or perhaps your next recording session without one, having to take out a personal loan, or perhaps without having to crowdsource funding for your next project, or maybe you don't want to take a large advance from your record label, so this is something that can help you finance your next project. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, this is the same company that recently released an app that they are marketing as, quote, the Zillow for songwriters. It's called Know Your Worth, and here's how it works. The app intakes public performance royalty statements from your performance rights organization, a la BMI or ASCAP, and then it generates a report. The report calculates 1. Your song's catalog fair market value, 2. Your lifetime and previous year's royalty earnings, 3. Your top earning songs, 4. Your top sources of revenue by format, so whether you're getting revenue mainly from radio, streaming, television, film, etc. It'll show you what those top sources are. And it also shows you a graph showing yearly trends for all earnings, top songs, and top formats. And if that wasn't enough data for you, the app also shows you a metric called the Latte Index, which calculates what you earn in public performance royalties on specific streaming services and tells you how many Starbucks lattes you can buy from the money you've earned on each service. So pretty much a fun but somewhat useless number. Now, right now, BMI and ASCAP are the only pros that the app can calculate royalties from, but allegedly the company is looking to include additional revenue sources going forward. So if this is something that's interesting to you and you want to check out the app, you can go to worth.royaltyexchange.com and give it a go.
Patreon creators take a short hit.
I'm a big fan of Patreon, which you've probably heard me talk about before. It's a site where creators go to put up their work and where consumers go to pay for this work in a subscription-style way. It's crowdsourcing without the one-and-done mentality. Well, I'm sure that if you use this site as a creator, then you noticed a huge problem last Wednesday in the form of declined payments being incorrectly flagged as fraudulent. So what was the reason for these incorrectly flagged payments? Well, media speculation indicates that a move by Patreon from US to UK banking services is to blame for these discrepancies. However, the good news is that the company was immediately aware of this issue and have gotten most of it sorted out and payments back on track.
The Music Mafia.
A savvy group of online hackers called the Music Mafia is getting some serious attention from the Recording Industry Association of America, or more commonly referred to as the RIAA. The group has recently masterminded some of the biggest leaks of unreleased music. For example, last year they leaked 2 unreleased Kanye West songs, and if you go to their website right now, you can hear snippets of unreleased tracks by 21 Savage, A$AP Rocky, Chris Brown, and Lil Wayne, just to name a few. The way the group operates is that they sell these unreleased tracks to buyers through the use of Bitcoin, which is a lot harder to trace than a credit card transaction. They also have delved deeper into the shadows, making it well known on their website that they have no social media presence. So a few weeks ago, the RIAA obtained a Digital Millennium Copyright Act subpoena from a federal judge ordering Tonic Domains Corp., who sold the domain to the hackers, to identify the party who registered the group's .to domain. The subpoena is also seeking the registrant's name, physical address, IP address, and the email address used to register the domain. Now, Tonic Domains Corp. hasn't yet responded to this request, so we'll just have to wait and see how this all plays out.
A pro doing things a little differently.
A professional rights organization called Pro Music Rights recently released a report showing that they control 7.4% of the market share in the United States by representing works from popular artists such as Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, Lil Yachty, and Rich the Kid, just to name a few. But what makes Pro Music Rights more appealing than the massively popular ASCAP, who control 42% of the market share in the US, or BMI, who control 48%? Well, Pro Music Rights allegedly pays 100% of all public performance royalties on a monthly basis directly to the performers, songwriters, publishers, and legally entitled rights holders, assuming that they have all joined Pro Music Rights. Now, ASCAP and BMI operate as non-for-profit companies too, but they do take an administrative cut from your royalties and then distribute the remaining monies based on the, quote, weight of the song or the artist. And this particular tactic has put these traditional pros in a very bad light, with some indie artists claiming that their payments are abnormally low due to more popular artists getting higher payments.
RIP Viper Room.
Sad news, guys. The block of properties which houses the legendary Viper Room here in Los Angeles has been sold for $80 million. Now, the Rock Club was made famous because 1. Johnny Depp used to be a part owner, and 2. River Phoenix overdosed in the club back in '93. Now, obviously that is something that you do not want to be famous for, but it didn't stop the popularity of the club, as it was a very sought out destination for for Hollywood elite and was used as a shooting location for a handful of movies. Now, according to a representative from the buyer, they're currently not going to tear anything down because they're trying to figure out what the best use of the space will be. So more on this to come. All right, guys, appreciate you tuning in. That's all I got for today. We'll catch back up with you tomorrow.